So this is a 1896 TOTL Douglas Fir. This was actually a barn find. I rescued him from a barn. He was actually, his box was waterlogged. It was right open, it was right over an open hole in the ceiling where water was just pouring on him whenever it would storm. He's been like that for 8 years. He's actually been abandoned in that barn for, I think, roughly about 15 years, give or take. Originally stored out there because the lady told me her grandkids were scared of him, which is kind of funny but also sad. So he was just set out there forgotten until I discovered him. So I'm gonna attempt to fix him. His mouth gear split.
Merry Christmas, everybody. Jingle bell, jingle bell, jingle all the way.
It literally has the same songs as my 98, but his mouth is split. So I want to attempt to get the gear replaced so I can get him working again, because he's just doesn't deserve to be like this. I actually have his top, I have his cassette tape, I have his aux cord in the original AC/DC adapter. This adapter is actually a lot bigger than the other one for my 98. And this is a few years older. Now, he's actually in a lot better condition than one of the other furs that I had in the past. I think the gears on this side, two of its branches out of the way. And plug the adapter, might make it easier. Right here is part of his mouth assembly. I'll have to pull out the motor cover. The motor cover is giving a pretty good fight. Yeah, it's cracking, it's going to break. So I might not be able to keep the motor cover, but oh, maybe. I feel like the Jimmy used a good bit of glue on this one. Yeah, I might be able to keep this. It has green glue on it, which is kind of interesting. Got a resistor there. Our 2 wires go back and burn that way. Might actually need a larger screwdriver. Now, I'm not sure how good you can see this here, but we have the, right here is where the motor is. Got the mouthpiece here. I see a good bit of glue around here, but I think it might come off easily. The hardest part it's gonna be right now is just with removing these 2 screws. And then the other one, I'm actually going to hold the other side I'm going to hold his stump. And then hopefully the motor will come right out. I just have to worry about the wires not popping off. Yeah, the gear's definitely split. Old gear off. It's gonna put on our new gear like so. It's on a bit too far. I always hate when this happens, when the gear just slides on all the way. Definitely works though. Okay, that's better. Looks like we still have our wires on our motor. The motor's just going to be pushed right back into the Doug, and then we will reattach the 2 screws with the large screwdriver. Oh dear, it's in his mouth. totally didn't steal the skier from another animatronic. I didn't realize his branches were in his way. It's kind of hard. These branches do get in the way pretty easily. And this goes in this hole. Screw one strip. Attempt to put the motor housing cover back on, even though it is somewhat destroyed. Put some branches over it. You can see the motor cover a bit from the front. Adjust his nose a bit. This branch I'll probably adjust downward a bit. It's actually a really nice looking fur. He has the clear eyes, circular ones. Let's go take him back over to the table where we'll plug him in and test him. If this works fine, I'm going to test his auxiliary. I've not tested his auxiliary yet. So we're going to turn him on.
Merry Christmas, everybody.
The motor was a bit stuck, but it is working. Sometimes when you put those gears in there, they'll bind pretty bad. Let me get his head. He's a lot higher pitched than my other Doug. If I can get this going, that would be really nice. His head's also a lot more loose than my other one.
Happy New Year! Merry Christmas, everybody! We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas.
Oh, and the volume control on this one actually works.
And a Happy
I'm going to try to see if the noise sensor works.
Merry Christmas, everybody. Jingle bells, jingle bells,
The noise sensors on these aren't necessarily the best. Move the curtain back out of the way so there's a bit more light. I have the Doug hooked up to the cassette player. Pretty much what we're just going to do is, well, we have to plug in the cassette player first or nothing will happen.
And I get to be all dressed up. I love the ornaments.
And this is the genuine Douglas Fir cassette tape that actually came with this tree. I have to turn the volume up a bit more for the modulator to work.
Besides, green and red are my favorite colors. They go well with my normal outfit, and they don't clash with the drapes. Now, I knew redecorated Christmas trees were popular, but did you know my ancestry traces all the way back to 1411? Yes, the earliest record of a decorated tree was printed in an English book from 1411. Also, do you know why those Christmas cards are stapled to the wallpaper? Because it's time to deck the halls. Deck my limbs with streams of light. La 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 la. 'Tis the season, trees look bright. La 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 la. Don we now our shiny needles. La 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 la. Looking forward to Old Saint Nick. La 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 la.
Here's his box. He was originally $24. I'm not really sure. This is actually my first box with the cartoon picture of him on it. At least one that's actually mine that doesn't belong to my friend. But, yeah, pretty darn nice. Even though, like, the box is waterlogged. He was rated, For 8 years straight, the barn that he was in, right above where he was stored, the ceiling got blown off in a tornado. And since then, the box is pretty much just exposed to water. But before that, he was there since like 2006 or so. At least that's when I was told that he was put away. There's no mold on the box or anything. It has the old North Pole Productions logo on it. It's kind of a shame that this box is destroyed as it was. It's also very sun-faded. Let me entertain you. Let me make you smile. I may look like any ordinary Christmas tree, but I'm not. I spring to life when someone walks by or makes a noise. I'll surprise you and your family and friends as I sing Christmas carols and holiday greetings. My animated lights and eyes and synchronized mouth movements give me lifelike characteristics. You can hook me up to a cassette player or compacted disc player not included. I come with my own personalized cassette tape where I sing songs, tell stories, and spread Christmas cheer. Use a different cassette tape or compacted disc and change my personality to your favorite artist or your own voice. I don't know why I like had like a stroke there, but yeah, there's his box. He is somewhat complete. He comes with the thing that goes on his nose to tell you where his motion sensor is, so that's kind of interesting. He actually had that still on his nose when I found him. And he has a mono auxiliary cord. Now this is his original auxiliary cord. The other one I have, its original auxiliary cord is what I'm using here. It's actually not a mono cord. I don't know why that is. But this is the one I got with this tree. This was the one that was in the box with it. There's some information on here. I want to make another video of this tree at some point in time. The connector ends on it look way different. But I'm going to guess that this power cord and adapter was made in-house by the Gemmy. And then later on down the road they outsourced to some Chinese company to make the aux cord and the AC/DC adapter for cost-cutting reasons. Because keep in mind, this is the Gemmy. Gemmy's a very cheap company. But definitely a very interesting item. Happy to get this one repaired. So, 1996 Gemmy Douglas Fir, TOTL model, deep voice with the clear eyes. Not a fan of the clear eye furs. They're kind of creepy in my opinion, but these things are just so darn cool, and I'm happy I was able to save him because, for all you know, he could have been in that barn for a few more years, and then the barn collapses on itself, and he gets destroyed in that. But I'm surprised he's in as good a condition for being around the elements. So thank you very much for watching. Have a nice day.